Judges, we'd like to invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Think back to a time where you felt vulnerable, scared, or in an unfamiliar situation. Maybe it's the memory you have trying to swim without a life jacket, but you're struggling and sinking. Maybe it's the time that you got lost in an unfamiliar place. Remember the fear and isolation you felt in those moments. You may now open your eyes. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we've all been facing an unfamiliar situation, especially the often unacknowledged community of individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities, and those working to take care of them in the group homes. For them, the life jacket they are missing is the adequate PPE that protects them and their families from the virus. And without it, each day is filled with fear and vulnerability as they navigate a situation where they are not properly protected nor given the same opportunities as others. At Ability in Action, we are working to provide that life jacket to this vulnerable population. And with your consideration, you can help us make this reality. The problems that were presented to us from perspectives were the lack of jobs for individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities, the lack of PPE accommodated for vulnerable groups, and the lack of PPE for nurses. I will now pass it on to Sammy, our COO, to present our solution.
Our solution is a micro-enterprise that will effectively solve both of these problems. It is a micro-enterprise within Perspectives Corporation that will hire individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities and produce PPE for Perspectives Corporation to buy back. This micro-enterprise will solve the lack of employment by providing jobs at all levels for individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities. It will also be producing PPE for nurses at Perspectives Corporation to use, as well as producing personalized PPE to accommodate individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities. The first aspect of our solution is a business model that will hire individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities. This model is a representation of how Perspectives Corporation can structure the micro-enterprise. It consists of 3 departments: production, marketing, and customer service. The production will consist of most of the jobs, which is how the PPE will be produced. The marketing will run the advertisements in the website and get the word out about Ability in Action. The customer service department will be in charge of the customer service needs of Ability in Action. All of the hiring will be done through Perspectives Corporation, but we are encouraging the hiring of individuals of all abilities to be hired to the leading positions of the company, which will ensure that everyone can get crucial job experience for careers later in their future. With this model, it can be executed in an unused production space currently rented by Perspectives Corporation or adapted so people can work from home. Now I'll hand it off to Nick to talk about our website.
For the general public to access information on this very important problem we are attempting to solve, as well as see how all the details behind our solution, we have created the website ability-action.com. Despite only being published for a short amount of time, this website has received already over 100 plus unique visits. Judges, we invite you now to go to the website. A link will be provided in the chat. You can also type it in yourself manually on a new tab on your smart device, or watch along as we do a live web demonstration in front of you. The first place I would like to direct you is the bottom of the homepage, where you can see a series of infographics that we developed. These infographics are designed in a visually appealing manner to make information as easy to understand and condensed as possible, so that way people who don't already understand the important issues going on can understand it super simply. In addition to this, and continuing the theme of wanting to make information presentable to all, we've made sure that the entire website is screen reader compatible, so that those with some sort of visual impairment, including being completely blind, are able to have all the words being read to them, including descriptions for all the images, so they don't miss out on any of our content. I would now like to redirect you to the top of the page over to the shop tab, where Elise will describe all of our products.
On our website, you can find a virtual storefront, which is what you're looking at now. This is a place for Perspectives to purchase bulk orders or individual orders for residents. It also enables people beyond Perspectives Corporation to purchase our products. Therefore, we can reach other organizations in need in Rhode Island, such as congregate care facilities. We designed 3 products based on what Perspectives' main concerns were in this PPE shortage: gowns, standard masks, and adaptable masks. Our first product is the Friendly Gown, which is a reusable gown to be worn by group home staff. It is made of waterproof, medical-grade polyurethane laminate fabric that can be washed over 300 times and meets standards for level 4 gowns, the most protective level of medical gown. It features a soft interior and waterproof exterior and is light and breathable. What is unique about our design is it features 2 clear pockets for insertion of a name tag and photo. This feature is a direct response to a concern of Perspectives Corporation that residents are often scared in seeing staff wearing a lot of PPE. Hence, our pockets enable more familiar and friendly recognition of staff. Our corporation explained our products to Dr. Gwen Rosenberg, a family medicine practitioner, and she expressed extreme interest in our gown especially, as being unrecognizable in PPE is an omnipresent issue in the medical field currently, and a product like this has yet to hit the market. Having personally volunteered at 2 hospitals in Rhode Island, this gown is much more comfortable and lighter than what I wore in isolation rooms with vulnerable patients. Our second product is the standard mask. When there is a COVID-19 outbreak at group homes, the staff wears N95 masks, but due to their own shortage, they need an additional mask to wear on top to preserve the N95. Therefore, this mask can be reused and washed to wear over top of the N95. It can also be worn by anyone looking for a standard mask alone and features a filter pocket for those who want added extra protection. Our third product is the face-to-face mask. In speaking with Perspectives Corporation, we learned that there's a large deaf and hard of hearing community in need of clear masks for those communicating with them. In designing our clear mask, we went directly to the source and asked Danielle, a member of this Perspectives community, which mask design was more functional for her. Rather than a fabric mask with a small clear window, we did an entirely clear plastic mask with a foam border. With this design, you can not only read lips, but also see facial expressions, which is a crucial part of communication within the deaf and hard of hearing community. We designed our products based off of existing models that have proven effective, but we also wanted to tailor our designs to the specific needs of the Perspectives community. Therefore, as part of our Mask by Me feature, both of our mask designs are customizable based on the specific needs of individuals at Perspectives to accommodate an array of individuals. For example, one can pick from various strap styles for those with limited mobility and hearing aids. Additionally, the standard mask can have a foam border attached so the mask and fabric doesn't press up against the face. This addresses a specific concern brought to us in working with individuals with autism and sensory issues. We can also put fabric over the foam, as a concern we received from Danielle of Perspectives was that the foam border is itchy. We learned from Andrew, a former employee of Perspectives, that peer-to-peer navigation is important in the disabled community. Therefore, we created a chat feature on the website to connect employees and customers of the microenterprise with similar needs so that they can best learn what custom options would work for them. Now passing it back to Sammy to explain our market opportunity.
There is a very large market for our solution to tap into. According to Kim Einloth, the COO of Perspectives Corporation, there are over 50 individuals with physical and cognitive disabilities at Perspectives Corporation who are seeking employment. This will provide ability and action with a very large job pool to hire individuals. There are 15 to 17 group homes in Perspectives Corporation, and they will all be in need of PPE for the nurses that Perspectives Corporation hires. This will be a consistent market for ability and action to sell to, as PPE will be needed for a long time. According to the CDC, in Rhode Island, around 1 in 4 people are disabled, which is a very large portion of the population. Because of this pandemic, many of these individuals are in need of customizable PPE. I will now hand it off to Jack to talk about competitor analysis.
As a result of the pandemic, many places have started to produce PPE, and some have converted over to do so. But in the industry, we have found the area of high-end reusable PPE to be available for a small business. Ability in Action is able to have low prices compared to our competitors, as shown in this graph, by selling in bulk and avoiding long-distance shipping. Now I'll go on to the steps to start production. First steps, once we get the go-ahead from Perspectives, we'll be hiring people, preparing a workspace, and starting production. After we have basic production, we will look for more customers and make more production spaces. Our starting cost will be around $2,400. We calculated that we can make that back after selling 1,000 masks. Now, tell Yanni to close us out.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our pitch, and think of us not only as Corporation 14, but as a family with core values. We are not only solving issues this summer, we are protecting lives, and that's an impact that will last a lifetime. Thank you.